Okay, we're actually ready to go. Today we are making milk pork from Joshua Weissman's latest book, Texture Over Taste. I was drawn to this recipe because I thought it was interesting to braise pork in milk. Apparently it's gonna make a really rich and creamy sauce. Let's give her a go. First thing you wanna do, we gotta take our Boston pork butt. This is from the shoulder of the pork, and we gotta dry it off completely. Take some paper towel and dab all around your pork. Get that as dry as you can.
You left a little piece of paper towel on the pork.
Yummy. Okay, you don't want that. Once your butt is dry, you want to season it heavily on all sides with kosher salt. It's a huge piece of meat, so you can be very generous with the salt. You don't need to worry about over seasoning it. The salt has to penetrate all the way into that meat. We're also gonna hit it with some freshly cracked black pep. What'd you call this yesterday? The Lisa Ann pepper grinder. Oh yeah! We can go to the tropics. We get copyright claim.
I was gonna say copyright immediately.
She's ready to go. Take your heavy bottom Dutch oven. Get that bad boy. Heat that, what does it say, medium high? We want to get a nice sear on this. We're heating this over high heat. As always, you'll know your pan is hot if you touch it and it's hot, but really let that preheat, get that real hot. We want to get a really nice sear on our pork. When your pan is hot, we're going to add a little bit of vegetable oil, any high temp oil you like to cook with, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. We're going to preheat that oil tube just until it's just about to start to smoke. When our oil is hot, searing time, we're gonna sear our pork butt fat side down first. We're gonna sear it about 2 minutes aside. Really press that fat into the pot. Not good enough. We've got significant searage on all sides. Pulling that off. Back onto our plate. Turn that off for a second. Pretty significant amount of fat has rendered out of that pork. So I'm going to dump some of that out. Add heavy whipping cream. It doesn't actually say to turn this down. I'm gonna do this off the heat for now. And what does it say to do? It says to stir and scrape, removing the stuck bits from the bottom of the pan, also known as deglazing. Once we got all our stuck bits off, we've done our deglaze. We're gonna add 2 cups of whole milk. We're gonna cook this on low until it comes up to a simmer. While that comes up to a simmer, while we wait for that, we're gonna quarter our shallots. Recipe says not to peel them, but these are filthy, so I'm gonna peel them. As we're waiting for this liquid to come up to a simmer, this like pork film keeps appearing on the top. Like I'm sure that's supposed to happen. I don't know what that is. It goes away as soon as you stir the pot. It's kind of weird. But again, I feel like cooking meat and milk is kind of weird. So we're learning. Now that this is simmering, we got to add our pork back. I'll put the fat side on top so that like melts through the pork as it cooks. Along with the juices that have collected on the plate. I'm also going to add our shallot. I don't want this to splash. Ow. And 1 whole head of garlic that I've chopped in half. Couple bay leaves and sage. Get all those veggies in there. It's gonna make a nice aromatic sauce later. I'm gonna slap the lid on. She's going in the oven for 3 hours and 15 minutes to 3 hours and 45 minutes. The oven is at 350 degrees. Goodbye. All right, it's been 3 hours. Let's see what we've created. How's it smelling? Pretty good. It's interesting looking. There's nothing in this book about what is supposed to look like or happen. But I mean, the pork is definitely cooked. It's falling apart. I think it's gonna be hard to get onto this plate. Oh yeah, she's falling apart. Okay. It's just like the fat in the pork and like the fat in the milk or like the milk solids, like they're all separated, which is kind of weird. Like this doesn't look great. This feels right. It just kind of looks weird. I mean, I also just baked milk for 3 hours, so I don't know what I expected to happen. So what does it say to do now? Remove the pork from the liquid and set aside. I don't know if that's liquid anymore. Place the pot over medium-high heat and reduce this? Okay, I think this is reduced as much as it needs to be reduced. It's freaking me out. Like the milk solids are frying in the oil is what it feels like is happening. So let's go on to the next step, because like this is coating, it's definitely coating a spoon. Turn off the heat, stir in the lemon zest. That's our next step. Zest of 1 lemon going in here. I should have maybe looked up a video of somebody doing this before I tried to do it to see what this is supposed to look like. Because all I got is that picture in the book, which doesn't really look like this. I stir that in and I gotta let that steep in the sauce for 2 minutes. Remember how we didn't feel great after eating croque madame last month? I think this might be a similar feeling. Last step is to strain the sauce. We still got all the garlic and shallots and stuff in there, so I guess we want to I'm gonna pass it through this fine mesh sieve to get all the shit out. That's what everybody knows what sieves do. And the only thing going through the sieve is the pork fat. And the sauce is completely separated. It looks like there was a lot more milk left when he was done, based on that picture. Okay, so there's not a bad amount of sauce in there. This is what we're left with. And you know, the fat is separated from it, so I'm gonna try to whisk it aggressively and see if I can get the fat to go back in. Bro, that just worked. I thought that was gonna be much more. I thought we were gonna be whisking for the next 10 minutes, but look, it's sauce, we made sauce. So this looks nothing like the picture, but that's fine. We're gonna persevere.
It doesn't not look like the picture.
I feel like the color's wrong. So to plate this up, I'm gonna take our sauce. I'm gonna spatula it onto this plate. Good, yeah, point the bottom of the bowl towards the camera, Matthew. Real good. That's real good YouTube etiquette. Take nice big chunks of our pork, lay them atop. Take this lemon, I'm gonna cheek it up. A couple lemon cheeks. Some fresh cracked black pep all around. Oh yeah! Some parsley leaves, give it some color, give it a pop of freshness. How's that look? Is it as pretty as the picture? There we go. Joshua Weissman's milk braised pork. I'm excited to eat it. Give it a try. You want to try it?
Oh, I'm wearing the same hoodie same outfit as I was yesterday.
You weren't in it yesterday.
Oh, I bit it. It bit into it yesterday. So that's a crouton.
Everybody say hi to Damon.
Hello.
All right, should we cheek the lemon on top?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give it a lemon squirt. It's delicious. It does create a super like creamy, obviously. Oh shit. Rich sauce.
That's good.
That's great. Eh?
That's really good.
No, like, this is awesome. You're having a dinner party, like pretty low effort. And this is like really a unique
holy
standout dish. Like the lemon gives it a lot of vibrance and freshness. You get a lot of that from the allium, the shallot and the onion. You got like French vibe. You should cook this. This is good.
I can't believe I just made this.
Yeah.
I know you brought a Tupperware to bring this home, but I don't know if it's gonna make it.
I did bring a Tupperware. Follow me so I go to culinary school. Do we need any more B-roll of this?
It's kind of, I think it's okay.